An election year, and very soon people will be trooping in to go and cast their vote to select a leader. And as a voter, what are some of the things that influence your selection in leadership? Are you the type of person that look at the height of the person? Do you look at the color of the hair of the person? The more grayish it is, the more you think the person has wisdom. Are you a tribalistic voter? Do you look at the vision of the person? Like, what are some of the things that influence your selection in selecting a leader to rule this country? We are going to look at video. We are going to look at the three potential leaders and their various political parties and what they have to offer for Ghanaians. By the meantime, can you subscribe to the channel, like and share to other people to also view and share their opinion. Let's go. So the first person we are going to look at is kwame Badiako, aka Cheddar, who happens to be a very prominent and successful businessman in this country, who flaunts his wealth on social media for people to know how well he's doing in his business entity. One of his popular business is the #1 Oxford Street, which happens to be a 5-star luxurious hotel. Now he has a foundation set to donate to charity and help the needy. Recently, during the earthquake era in Turkey, he donated thousands of tents to the Turkish, which is a very beautiful one because he was the only African who was able to do that at that level. During the Akosombo spillage too, he donated items, food and shelter to the Akosombo people, even money, for them to feel among us, because they're too a bit more to Obia. So yes, he donated to Akosombo people, doing a lot of charity work in and across board. He recently set a movement called the New Force Movement, which happens to be a political party. But then people didn't know who was behind the New Force Movement because it was an anonymous one and a very controversial one. Recently, he came out to say that he was the owner, or he is the owner behind the New Force Movement, which is a political party which is looking forward to come into power and do changes and set our economy straight. He's been moving from one media to another, telling Ghanaians what he would do if he's being voted into power. And one of the controversial things that he said was dredging a sea from Accra to Kumasi, which people disagree with it. People are like, hey, are you Moses? Are you Jesus? How can you dredge a sea from Accra to Kumasi? Which land are you going to perform that action to? Where are you going to? Are you going to use pipe? What, like everybody is saying with my side, and he was like, listen, if Dubai was able to dredge a sea onto a desert land, then it's going to do the same for Kumasi people, which is going to help ease transportation and all this trucks causing traffic and accidents on our road is going to be ease off. All right. And one of the things that he also said was restructuring our educational system. He thinks that our education system is too much of theoretical knowledge. People go and learn big English, they come onto the real field and they do nothing. He's going to restructure it, and bring more practical aspects, equipment that is going to help with the practical aspects in our education system, so that when we come from school, we'll be able to put all these things into practice and help build our nation. So this is what kwame Badiako has to offer. But then Ghanaians are like, listen, this man is the 13th man. This man is a second number. We are not going to vote for him. Recently, he also set a GoFundMe account for people to donate to it for his campaign. And people are like, listen, we are not going to donate a penny to it because there is nothing you can do for this country. This country is already a mess. And there is nothing you can do for this country. Do you think we don't know what you've been doing behind us? Do you think we don't know what you've been doing? We are not going to vote for you. You are a total scam, a total fraud. We are not going to vote for you. Then people are like, listen, we are going to contribute our penny. Now that I campaign, so that when you come to power, you will come and improve our economy. You will come and uplift the edifice of our economy. We are going to vote for you. So this is what people have to say to Cheddar. So let me know, will you consider voting for Cheddar? Looking at what he said, he also said that, listen, are you not tired of the NDC and the MPP? They come to power and they stole money from you. Won't you consider voting for a new person? Won't you consider voting for the new force? So let me know, will you consider voting for Cheddar for him to become the president of this country? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Now the second person you are going to look at is Dramani Mahama, which happens to be the leader of the National Democratic Congress. He was once a president in this country, and now he wants to be voted in again. He's received his critics. People have criticized him during his tenure in power, and now he says that he has learned his lessons. So if he's being voted into power, he'll make all these corrections and make sure whatever he did wrong during his tenure in power, he's going to put all these measures in place and make sure say those things never repeat itself again. Now, one of the things he's been preaching about is the 24-hour economy policy, which is a very beautiful one, and people are saying oh, it's going to help create employment, it's going to help improve our economy and facilitate things on our productive level. People are like, listen, the 24-hour economy policy is a very beautiful thing, but we already have it working in this country. Look at our productive level. There are a lot of companies in this country which are already practicing the 24-hour economy. So what is he talking about? Is he going to improvise other sectors of the economy to also engage in the 24-hour economy? The banking sector, the cheating sectors, are they going to also practice a 24-hour economy? So these are things that people are asking, and people are like, yo, John Dramani Mahama, we have not forgotten of what you've done to us, what you did to us, the kind of things you put us through, the kind of hell you put us through when you came to power, the doomsaw, the number of people that have to be laid off work because of your IMF borrowing. You continue to borrow and extort money from us. The corruption was too much during your tenure. We are not going to vote for you. We are tired. And you see the what's the saying? We are not going to vote for you. And people are like, oh, Charlie, this man has changed. He has learnt his lessons. Let's vote for him. During his tenure, he was able to complete a lot of infrastructures in this country. A lot of hospitals that we'll be visiting today was built by Dramani Mahama. So yes, he did chop the money, but at the end of the day, he also kind of contribute to the growth of this country. So let's consider voting for him. And if he says he has learnt his lessons, let's give him a chance for him to come to power and see for himself. Let's see for ourselves if he's going to do well, because he already have 4 years. After the 4 years, he's not going to stand for president again. So let's just give him the mandate for him to come to power if he says that he has learned his lessons. But of course, if you are talking about some of the things that John Dramani Mahama has done, it's a very beautiful thing. Looking at the roads, the infrastructure, the schools, hospitals, and people are like, listen, let's just give your man the mandate for him to come to power and do the do, and let's see where this thing goes. All right. So the type of person I'm going to look at is Dr. Bawumia, aka Bawulai, which happens to be the current vice president of this country, the most criticized vice president in this country. People see him as a joke, but then he also wants to become a president. He's been going around making his policies, telling people what he would do for the country if he's being voted in. And one of the outstanding policies that he's be talking about is digitalization. He thinks that digitalization is the way to curb down or to eradicate the rate of corruption in this country. That when it comes to power, he is going to make sure he will digitalize everything and make sure no one get access to fraudulent acts and be corrupt in this country, which is a very beautiful thing. Because listen, where our country has gotten to, the analog era is too much, the paperwork is too much. So if he wants to digitalize everything, it's really going to help. But then, has he also realized that the digitalization is also going to lay people off work? All these people who don't have skills and all that, is he going to provide a workshop for them to upgrade whatever that they are doing? What is the future for those people who don't know computer inside? The digitalization, is he actually going to help keep corruption? Is what people are asking Dr. Bawumia. And one of the things that he also said was uplifting all the electronic levy that his party has imposed on us. The onona kahuna amaye brand the electronic levy. When you bet, they will tax you 10% and all that. When you transfer money from one mobile money to even your own bank, transferring money from your mobile money to your bank self, they will deduct tax. The money will not the work code, they will take tax out of it. He's saying that when it comes to power, he is going to lift or he's going to take away all these electronic levies that his party has imposed. So he's going to do vice versa of whatever that his party has imposed on us. And people are like, this man is a joke. This man is a total joke. How can we vote for you? You and Nanado has run this country aground, and you want us to vote for you again. Voting for you is like voting for Nanado again, because at the end of the day, Nanado is still going to kind of control you, and all the corruption, all the things that you people are doing that have to be brought to justice will still remain under the carpet. Sinadapa is still walking free, and you people have done nothing to her. You want us to vote for you so that you come to power and do more and hurt us. Look at the kind of extortion you people have extorted for us. Borrowing left, right, and center. Recently, you were saying, we are not going to go to IMF. Now we are under IMF. You've borrowed enough money from them. You said a lot. that you people are not doing. So you've never complete any infrastructure in this country, so tell us what you are going to do. And people are like, oh, he's going to do it. He was the mate. I mean, he was the mate, another was the driver. And no, the mate doesn't have access to the steering wheel to be able to control and drive this country onto a permanent land. So Charlie, let's just give him the benefit of a doubt for him to come to power, that when it comes to power, and he's given the steering wheel to drive this country, is going to be very smooth for us. And people are like, listen, mukasi e jimiana yembo timas akwawi. Hey, edebe mo pache. Look at the e-levy, look at the corruption going under this governance, and this man wants to come to power. Do you think say so this is what Ghanaians are asking. Between Badiako, Dramani Mahama, and Dr. Bawumia, let me know, who are you going to vote for? Who wins the 2024 election? Let me know in the comment section. Share it to other people. Like, and visit this channel, watch other videos. Alright, peace out.